What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ronnue, and I want to thank you all for helping me reach 1,000 subs. And I said yesterday I wanted to do it, and thanks to you guys, I did it. And when I woke up yesterday morning, I was like at 7 something, and within a day, you guys helped me reach 1,000, and I'm very happy. But on that note, I'm gonna play my little intro and see if we can get more people into the room. All right. Wrong thing. I'm gonna get the hang of it, y'all. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. There we go. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ronnue. And like I said, and I hope I wasn't on mute because I have a habit of starting off on mute. But like I said, I want to thank all you guys who have helped me get to 1,000 subs. I started out in the morning around 7:30, 730 subs. And then by today, I got to 1,000. It couldn't have happened without you guys. So I really, really appreciate y'all. Doing this YouTube thing and talking, I take my hats off to all the creators that do this and just make it look so easy. My Michelle ATLians, Tasha K, Armand Wiggins, Storm Monroe, all the Sherelle. You guys, it is hard to do this, you know what I'm saying, and come off natural. So I really take my hats off to them because it's hard. I thank you guys, thank y'all for real who's been encouraging me, telling me you guys like my content, my videos. I appreciate y'all. So that's the first thing I want to start off with. Second thing is I've been watching TV all day. And here's the cool thing that I like about having my own channel, because I'll be watching TV and I'll be wanting to talk to people about the things that I saw, right? So now I could just come on here and talk to y'all about it, and some of the things you guys might be watching with me and some of the things you might not watch. Now we're going to start off with the haves and has not. Now let me start off by saying I'm very torn with Tyler Perry, right? So here's where my division comes in with this man. So his content is one of the worst contents ever to me. I don't like the Madea movies. I don't like his other movies. I don't like his TV shows, and he brags and says that he writes, produces, directs, does the wigs, do everything, you know what I'm saying? And it really shows in his content. I feel like he has only what I could think of is like a slave mentality, because it's like he doesn't really uplift Black people in his writings, and it's so stereotypical. And he tells the same story over and over. But with that said, I got sucked into the haves and haves not from the beginning, from the first show. And I watched the show and I was like, I cannot believe that this is actually going on. This writing is going on. I think it's been 7 years that it was on the air, so -7 from whatever date it is. And I'm like, I cannot believe this is going on like this. And it was just terrible. But it was like so terrible, but addicting at the same time. So I got sucked into it, and each year I'd be thinking, okay, maybe it's going to get better. Maybe it's going to get better, but it gets worse, But however, and the other thing that has kept me interested with the haves and haves not, the acting is phenomenal. These actors make the best out of the material, That Veronica, Some of the things she says just have me on the ground. You know, Candace, I feel like she got stuck in her role because pretty soon she just became one note. You know, the other thing that I loved about it was the cast is just beautiful, for real, from the older people to the younger people, and I just like turning on looking at these beautiful people. You know, but other than that, it was just horrible. So let's fast forward to yesterday because I didn't watch it today. I DVR all my stuff so I could switch through the commercials. So today was the very final episode. They're wrapping it up. You won't see anymore. And so you're thinking, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? This Joker kills off all the main characters, all of them. So there won't be no specials. There can't be no specials. Probably won't be a reboot unless he does what a lot of people do. When they do something crazy in a season, they have one person wake up and say it was all a dream. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I say he couldn't have been more creative than that. Killed off almost every single character. And not just where maybe they fell off a cliff and, you know, into a water, you know, fell off a cliff into a water and then maybe they could have swam. There were several of them that got gunned down, you know what I'm saying, to where there's no coming back. Gunned down. Maybe, and Jim got hit with a car, so maybe she didn't hit him. Maybe she just hit him to where he would just go to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? But several of them got gunned down. Catherine got choked in the prison. I'm just like, wow, this dude don't have any creativity. Yeah. So, anybody else? Did anybody else watch the Haves and Has Not? Let me know in the chat if you did. Then the other show that I watched today was BET Encore. That's executive produced by Carlos King and also Todd Tucker. So let me tell you guys the premise of this show. They went and found 9 ex-girl group members, right? From pretty much the 90s and maybe the early 2000s. Cherish is like, they're like the youngest, you know, 9 of them. And they put them in a house together and they said, we're going to make a super group. So the task is for them to come up with an album and they got a month to do this, come up with an album. And also they got to do a performance at the end of the month. This show really shows why girl groups don't make it. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly arguing, and they're arguing about small things. And I got several female friends, and they say all the time they don't mess with a bunch of women, you know. And I see why. Watching this, you know, they couldn't even make it. And then they pick a bunch of girl groups that you love the show, the Encore. Yep. But you know what? I always wanted to see a music show where they have and this is what I don't like. And maybe one day I'll be able to produce a show like this, like that. I actually want to see them more in the studio, more at the rehearsals, more of the process of making the project than seeing them bickering all the time. Because when you spend 75, 80% of the show bickering, it doesn't separate it from the Housewives or Love and Hip Hop, you know. So I kind of, with me being a musician, I kind of got excited thinking, okay, I'm gonna, because at first they started showing them, and a little bit, each time a little bit, they show them in the studio, you know. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I get to see the process. Nope. They're using the same old formula. But what brings me to this question, right? So a lot of people say they're getting tired of seeing the Love and Hip Hop shows, seeing these shows, especially with black women bickering and tearing each other down. But however, when they do that, because they try to give you less bickering and drama and give you more storyline with the Atlanta Housewives last season, but everybody called it boring. You know, Love and Hip Hop is trying to give you more content, but everybody's talking about is boring. So what is it, you guys? Do you guys want to see all the drama, or do you guys want to see people getting along and actually storylines? You know, for real. Let me know that too. But in the Encore, they got these two twins that used to be in the group called Cherish, right? And they are straight up brats. Just brats, brat, you know? And they're constantly arguing with everybody in the house. But here's the thing, they don't even see it. And it also brings me to this point. There's a lot of people, and including the person who we just talked about yesterday in my video, who really cannot see who they are. Can't see the things they do. Blame everybody, you know. I've never tried to be that person. I've always strived to be the best Ronnue that Ronnue could be. And the way you do that is by actually looking at yourself and looking at your faults and correcting your faults, you know. And then sometimes, and this goes out to a lot of the content creators, YouTube people, sometimes you got to admit when you're wrong, you know, and we all are wrong sometimes. And you got to admit, and saying you're sorry for real is not going to hurt. So that's what I strive to do. I strive to do every day is take a good look at me. So I've been seeing little interviews with the twins, and now, so I guess they're getting a lot of backlash online, right? And they're doing what everybody else is saying. It's the editing. The editing is making me look bad. But this is what I've said all the way from when The Real World first came out, and a lot of people in The Real World were saying, oh, they edit me to look this way. Eve, I don't care how they edit you. They can only use what you put out there. Only use what you put out there. They can't push a button and make you act a certain way, you know? So if you come on there and you present yourself like an asshole, then they're going to have a lot of asshole clips to use to edit with you. If you present yourself as a dummy, they're going to have a bunch of dummy clips to use to edit. You know what I'm saying? So you need to, and then we're like 20-something years, 30-something years into the game with reality show, right? So right now, you know the game, you know? So if I ever, and I would go on a reality show, you know what I'm saying? If I ever get the chance to go on a reality show, I'm going to make up my mind how I want to be portrayed, you know? Maybe I might want to be the villains, because the villains are the ones that we tune in to watch, you know what I'm saying? But whatever way I consciously make up my mind, that's how I'm going to be. If I get the opportunity to go on a reality show, I'm going to, once the camera say action, I'm going to know, okay, this is what I'm giving them, and this is what's going to be edited. So check this out, you guys. I want to show you guys a few clips, you know, and I can only do the clips a little bit at a time because I don't want my channel strike. But watch this and tell me, you guys, is it the edit, or are these twins really the devils that everybody think they are? You know what I'm saying? You guys, you know, I love letting you guys judge for yourself. So watch a few of these clips and tell me what you think. Oh, nope. Okay, let me start this again, because, you know, I love playing stuff without the sound. Okay, share screen. Okay, push the audio. So we're gonna scroll through this and tell me, is it the edit, or are they just devils?
Absolutely. Why would he still be here? Co-Sign has been hella disrespectful to Felicia, and at this point we got a week left, and Felicia's been doing all of the records. He has not came through, but at the same time, I really feel like we need to get it together. Indicators.
Yeah.
Guess who's here?
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Hi. Coach, can I talk to you for a second? I'll just make this short and sweet. I don't want your production on any of the records that I did. You can leave it off. You can keep Go Don't Leave, and that's it.
Why are you
cool?
Me? Why are you
I'm
attacking
not. I'm a producer. That's my prerogative, and that's how I feel.
Here we go again. Man, my DMX voice. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what it's going to take for Felicia to understand that I love her. I'm a fan. I'm down to work with her and collaborate.
So you can leave all your production off all the songs that I did.
Yeah, the whole group
And you can.
says,
I feel that way. If you want to sit here and disrespect me and stop my song mid-song,
I've never just.
why the hell am I giving you the
Why
courtesy?
are you yelling at me?
Because I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you
If you want to
can't.
sit here and step to me like with my lyrics, then I can sit here and talk to you the way I'm talking to you right now. I guarantee that if a man was in here and you stopped his track like that, this is gonna bust you in your throat.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to say the wrong thing or whatever, but come on, ladies, we greater than this.
I've been in this game how long?
Yeah, I don't care. It ain't about issues. You wouldn't disrespect a man like that. You would never do that. Let you stop any other producer that got married sung like that. It wouldn't have went down like that, bro. And you know that it wouldn't have.
Nobody go get y'all girl?
Who? Excuse me?
I'm with our girl. We're with our girl.
Who? Who gonna check me?
No, we're right here with her.
Who?
I don't know what's going on. I wasn't here.
But you're with us. Why wouldn't you
When
be?
nobody else was.
I have no idea what's going on.
Together. We're in this house together.
Look, I can't take a side. I can't say nothing. Felicia has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I don't trust anything that she's got to say at this point. So why would I not listen to what Coastline has to say before I make a decision? I'm the queen of this house. If you want some, come get it.
Keep Go Don't Leave, and everything else I'll handle. The end.
You have no idea what disrespect is.
Whatever. He can kiss my ass, bro. He can get the. What I expected from Cosign is to, in front of all of these people, show me a lot more respect.
Well, what happened here?
Okay, so is that edit or were they being assholes? Find another clip.
Effectively treats adults with
metabolic efficiency.
No. I think he made up for it.
You know what? What is me? You insulted me. Why are you? This is why. What is this? Oh my gosh, darling. Oh, it's to everyone. Okay, well that's great. Thanks. You're gonna send flowers? I would rather you come to me and apologize to my face. I would rather you send a text message and apologize to me through that. You had it addressed to the entire house. All the girls, not just me. You insulted me. Why are you giving everybody flowers? Great job, Coast. Make it make sense. Throw it in the trash.
Oh,
brought you
wow.
guys some flowers.
Who did?
Coast.
Coastline bought us all some flowers? Oh, it says everybody's name. Yo, that is so sweet. I mean, I can accept the apology. That's a good apology. Y'all not feeling it. Y'all not feeling me, are y'all? I guess everybody's not feeling where Coastline is coming from. I'm not surprised, though. Just some ungrateful bitches.
Damage control.
Wait, but he brought there's a bottle of tequila in there. I mean, I don't know. I think he made up for it.
He didn't. You know what would have been really nice? Had he done any of the stuff we asked him to do. Fix the record.
Who sent out these flowers?
Coastline.
Penny? Oh, that's the wrong card. Did you see the card?
No, I didn't open it.
No.
Good evening. I'm sending.
Okay, I'm going to play you guys one more clip, and then I want to know, is it the edit or is it these twins?
I haven't said a word. So I don't think everybody should be in their goddamn feelings because if that's the case, everybody can be goddamn mad.
This is getting blown out of proportion. The bottom line, we just all need to be on point with our dancing. That's what this conversation is about. We have a show coming up, and time is ticking.
Hey, sit down. She gonna get her blood pressure high. She needs to sit down.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Then what you stepping for?
Don't talk about my blood pressure being raised.
I didn't say shit about your blood pressure.
Guys, all of this is stemming from her feelings. You're spewing out negativity. I'm just saying, please, just stop.
I'm literally begging them to stop, leaning over in their faces with me shut on my back. And I saw something and felt something I didn't like. Extreme dissension, extreme.
All right, that's all I'm gonna show of that because don't want to get my channel struck. because I just got to my little 1,000 Ks. So what you guys just saying that? Tell me, y'all. So were they edited to look like that, or are they just like that? That show's called Encore. Nastasia Thompson. It's called Encore. And what it's about, it's on BET. It comes on every Wednesday. And basically what they did was take a bunch of has-been girl group, some of the girl group members, and put them together in a house. And it was 9 of them. And after today, it's 7 of them, right? And what they're supposed to do is make an album together. But they spend more time arguing than they do recording. Yep. Raquel, why don't you come? I'm about to put the link in there. Why don't you hit the link and let's talk about it together? I'm interested to know what you think. Hit that link, Raquel. Come on, join me. Yep, so I said all that to say this, y'all. People need to stop blaming the edits on your bad behavior or blaming other people, because even with the YouTube drama that's going on, they're not necessarily blaming it on every time there's on YouTube drama. They're not necessarily blaming it on edit because they can't blame it on edit because we're not really doing a lot of editing when these live or when the lives goes, it's not edited, right? But they're trying to blame it on everybody else and not taking accountability for what you did, And life would it would all be so simple, but we'll rather make it hard. In the words of Miss Lauryn Hill. Okay, that's what's up. But would you agree? So tell me what you think. Do you in the chat then, Raquel? Seeing it's just you and I, is it the twins? Or is it the edit? Is it the twins or is it the edit, guys? That is the question to be. We really should see what we really we see what we see. Exactly. Point blank. We see what we see. But I can't wait to see what happens at the reunion because they're going to do a reunion and see what they say. And the thing that's so bad about the situation is the twins are extremely talented. They write well, they produce well, they sing okay. They have they put together bomb tracks, but I'm wondering now after people see this show if they're going to really want to work with them because your reputation goes a long way in life, And in the business, they always say they'll rather work with somebody that has less of a talent, but a nice personality and a lot of drive than a person that's super, super talented with a horrible attitude. What you mean? Oh, wow, Raquel. Yeah, they're very talented. Talented as hell. But I wouldn't want to work with them. And just their aura is just so nasty. And today they talked about how they went through a lot of stuff with their father, and how they're trying to heal from that. I hate when people try to use excuses of what you went through for your bad behavior because every person on this earth has went through something. You know what I'm saying? If I sit up here and tell you guys some of the stuff I went through in the past, you guys will be in tears. And a lot of my friends, because I've been through some traumatic stuff, right? And a lot of my friends that know what I went through and family members say, why aren't you in a mental institution? And you know what my answer is? I don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? If I take the time to think about the bad stuff that I went through, then I would be in a mental institution. But I look at life as like a spade game. Some days you might get a good hand. Some days you might get a bad hand. But whatever hand you have, you got to play the best until you run out of that hand And eventually, if you keep playing, you're gonna get a good hand. And that's how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? For real. There have been times, and this is what trips my friends out about me too. There have been times when we have gone out to the club in the past, and I've literally lost $500 in the club, and I don't trip. And one of my friends said, I will be going crazy right now. I said, what's the point of going crazy? I done lost it, you know? So I just got to do better next time, you know? But shit, I done lost it. I don't dwell on negativity. Nah, don't nobody, not just in the studio, don't nobody want negative vibes. At least I don't, you know, want negative vibes around you, period. And I remember when my mom started going into her 40s, she started distancing herself from a lot of our family members, a lot of her friends, because my mom she's the second youngest, always been popular. And around that time, I didn't understand. But my mama said the more people you have around you, the more drama is going to be, you know. And the older I get, and when I went into my 40s, I started doing the same thing. The less people you have around you, the less drama you have. Good take on it. Need to have your attitude. Thank you. Well, I feel like having a positive attitude, positive vibe will really get you somewhere in life. And like I said, keep you from going crazy, you know, for real. And that's what I try to, I try to be positive. And the other thing I try to do is look at what other people are going through and the mistakes they've made and try not to do that within my life. And I'm looking at how some of these YouTube content creators, the drama they're in, and I'm going to really try hard to steer away from that, you know, for real. And then what tripped me out about some of these YouTube creators, content creators, is that they do all this reporting on other people and say all this negative stuff about other people. But then when the story becomes them in a negative light, they go crazy, you know, but they're not understanding how they think the other people felt when they were doing that to them, you know. So that's one thing I'm also keeping in my head, and I'm gonna be conscious of how I present a story. Yep. So y'all put some questions for me in the chat. Let's chop it up. You know, so I remember that I've seen a lot of people that's been building their channel, and they said when they were starting out that sometimes it would be them just talking to themselves, basically, you know. And I see what they mean. And a lot of and so when I first started my channel, quickly I got up to 300, but then I stayed at 300 for a minute, you know, and then I got to 600, stayed there for a minute, but the 1,000 came quick. It came real quick, you know. But I remember a lot of people, the ones that got big numbers now, said that they started from scratch and built up to where they're at now. And so I really believe I could do it. It's a whole mess out here in these YouTube streets. It sure is, but it's a whole mess out in the world, period. The YouTube streets is just nothing but a reflection on what's going on in the world right now. And the one thing that I hate that Trump did, bouncing around from subject to subject, is so the Obama years was very PC, extremely PC, and people really were more conscious of what they said, how they acted. The Karens was even in check for a minute, you know. But Trump made it acceptable for racists to be racist, Karens to be Karens, and ghetto people to be as ghetto as they want to be. You know what I'm saying? He just made that the thing. So when we had Obama in office, it felt like we were really moving forward to a cool direction. And then it seemed like Trump just came and unraveled all of that, you know. So now it's like Biden's coming and having to clean up the mess. Yup. He's coming and having. And speaking of Karens, I was in Walmart today, and I had to have somebody come open up one of their do undo their lock and get the item out, right? So then when she gave me the item, I tried to put it into my cart, and she was like, "Nope, I gotta walk it up for you," right? So then I said, "Well, I can't take it myself." And then this Karen said to me, "Duh, that's why the that's why they have locks on there, right?" And I said, "Well, thank you, Karen, for educating me." And she said something else to me, and I kept calling her Karen. Then finally she got it. But it just really tripped me out how these Karens really think they can say any and everything to people and do anything. But then in 2021 or 2020, when they get exposed and they lose their job, then they want to get so remorseful. In this day and time, I really feel like people know what they're doing, but some people are just so entitled. And I don't even use the word privilege, because I don't even think it's a privilege. I think they're entitled to think they could do and act the way they want to act until they get checked, until there's consequences. And that's not cool. Trump just made them comfortable to be them. Exactly. He did make them comfortable to be themselves. During the Trump years, I deleted a lot of people off my Facebook, because they really showed me who they were. And for me, and some of you guys that are Trump supporters, if you're in my live, you can unsubscribe right now, because if you're a Trump supporter, you don't like me and you don't like my race. You know what I'm saying? For real, point blank. There ain't no way in the world you can support Trump and not be racist. Oh no, she didn't. Oh no, she didn't. I pray I don't encounter one. Yeah, what would you do, Raquel, if you've done encounter a Karen in your lifetime? We all have encountered Karens. But you know what I'm gonna start? I'm gonna make this a catchphrase. So we got the Karens, and then we also got the Adams. The Adams is the male version of the Karens. They think they know everything, and they act worse than the Karens because they're male, and they really think because they're males that they can get away and say and do anything. Yup. So, anybody got any questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about too? I guess not. So, on that note, I want to say once again, thank you guys for helping me get to 1,000 Ks. And you guys don't just check out my commentary videos. Check out my music videos and check out some of my music on there and, see what I'm really about, because music is my number one love. That's my baby. When I'm creating my songs, I see them birth from the beginning. I see them grow, and then I see them grow up. And the one thing I love about my music, it don't talk back to me. It will always love me, and it will always be there for me. Yep. But on that note, I'm about to sign off on this live. And I just put out a new song, Dance Tonight. So Raquel, go through and check out my new video and new song, Dance Tonight. My latest music video that's on there is featuring this incredible artist named Lisa G. Allen. Oh, so Lisa G. Allen is one of the best vocalists I've ever already do. Ronnue, you be jamming. Thank you. My girl Lisa, she's one of the best vocalists that I've had a pleasure to work with. And I was about to tell you an idea of a song that we're about to do, but it's going to be like a take on a song, but I'm not going to do it. Because what I've learned is when you put your ideas out there before you do it, people jump on it. But just stay tuned for this song I'm about to do with Lisa G. Allen. But on that note, you'll check it out. That's what's up. Well, on that note, I'm about to log off. And thank you guys for helping me get to the 1,000 subs. we'll see where we can get to from here, because now I just feel like it's nowhere to go but up. Peace.